Example 18. Example 18 says again, find and classify the turning point. So we're going to first find the value of x at the turning point by equating dy by dx with 0. So we have dy by dx. First of all, y is equal to 8x plus a half x to the minus 2. dy by dx is equal to 8 minus 2 times a half x to the minus 3. So dy by dx is equal to 8 minus 1. The 2's cancel, so it's minus 1 over x cubed. Now at the stationary point, dy by dx is equal to 0. Therefore, 8 minus 1 over x cubed is equal to 0. So next I'm going to have, therefore, 8 is equal to 1 over x cubed. If I have one fraction is equal to one fraction, I'm going to cross multiply. So therefore, what we have is what? 8x cubed is equal to 1. Therefore, 8x cubed minus 1 is equal to 0. So this is the difference of 2 cubed. How do we factorize this again? So to factorize 8x cubed minus 1, all we have is 2x minus 1 multiplied by 4x squared plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. And this is coming from a cubed minus b cubed is equal to a minus b, a squared plus ab plus b squared. Alright, that's a general format. So therefore 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, or 4x squared plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to a half, or to solve this, let's use the quadratic formula. X is equal to minus b, which is 2, plus or minus the square root of what? B squared, which is what? 2 squared minus 4 times a, which is 4, times c, which is 1, all over 2a. So you can see that this has no roots. So over here, there's no roots because so over here you're not going to get any value of x, and essentially this is the reason, because in here, which is what, 4 minus 16 is going to be equal to minus 8, and you can't find the square root of minus 8, so there are no values of x over here. So there's only one turning point. Therefore, x is equal to a half is the value of x at the turning point. If x is equal to a half, let's get the value for y. So we can go back up. Well, this is turning out to be a very long question. Alright, when x is equal to a half, when x is equal to a half, y would be equal to 8 times a half plus 1 over 2 times a half square. So y here would be equal to 4 plus 1 over 1 over, that's a half square here, 1 over 1 over 2. So this would therefore be y would be equal to 4 plus 2, which is equal to 6. So a half 6 is the turning point. What we have to do now is to classify this turning point. Let's just erase this. Classify the turning point. Let's find the derivative before and after x is equal to 2. X is equal to a half. I could say when x is equal to 0, dy by dx, dy by dx would be equal to, dy by dx would be equal to 8, 8 minus 1 over 0 cube. When you divide anything by 0, you get infinity. I'm guessing that's not good. Let's not use x is equal to 0. Let us use, you have a half just before. I could use a quarter. If x is equal to a quarter, when x is equal to, let's see, a quarter, dy by dx would be equal to 8 minus 1 over 1 quarter cube. This would be equal to what? 8 minus 1 over 1 over 64, which would be equal to 8 minus 64, which is equal to minus 56. So it's negative. Just before x is equal to a half, the gradient is negative. Let's see what happens just after. Let's say when x is equal to 1. When x is equal to 1, dy by dx is equal to 8 minus 1 over 1 cube, which is still 8 minus 1, which is what? 7. So before negative and after positive. So it's negative before, 0 at, and positive after. So the turning point, which is, therefore the turning point, which is a half, comma, back up a little, half 6, is a minimum turning point. A half 6 is a minimum turning point. Alright, next example. Example 19. Example 19 says, find the coordinates of the stationary point. Alright, so all we have to do 19 is just find the coordinate. We don't have to classify it. We have y is equal to x plus sine x dy by dx. If you differentiate x, you get 1. Differentiate sine, you get cos. Alright. So, next I'm going to use the fact that at the stationary point, at stationary point, dy by dx is equal to 0. So my stationary point, it means therefore 1 plus cos x is equal to 0. So cos x is equal to minus 1. X is equal to cosine inverse minus 1. X is equal to, alright, the cosine of 0 is 1. The cosine of 90 is 0. The cosine of 180 is minus 1. So this would be pi. Alright, so this is pi, which is 180 degrees. And remember, we only want values of x between 0 and pi inclusive. So the value of x at the stationary point is pi. Alright, so now I know the value of x, I need to get the value of y. I'm going to say when x is equal to pi, y would be equal to, remember the equation is y is equal to x plus sine x. So it's x, which is pi, plus sine x, which is the sine of pi. The sine of 180, I think, is 0. Sine of 180 is 0. So therefore, so this is 0. So y is equal to pi. So x is pi, y is pi. X is pi, y is pi, is the turning point. All right.